what feels good, what feels right will feel right to you. You will just feel, I can do this. And if something's not right, there will be something that feels this something's not right. Those the inner senses will be much stronger. But look for greater intelligence and look for new desire of starting something, innovating, being creative. Now, those who are unaware, or those who don't know what to do with this energy, may want to be highly impulsive this summer. This is quite a time to just do things, to do crazy things. You all may feel very, very impulsive, very spontaneous. We would say, use your body to make a decision and think things through. It's fine to say, hey, let's take a ride down the street and check out here. We can go catch a sunset. It's a whole nother thing to say, hey, let's move to the North Pole. I got a good idea last night when I was dreaming. In other words, run your bright ideas past someone and get some good feedback. And stay grounded, stay practical. And most important, stay in your body this summer. Your job is to land the cosmos in your body. To land it in your body, activate your body, and have your body meet the cosmic energies. We have said, you as humanity must begin to prove, and you are the ones we are speaking to, you must begin to prove that you can integrate this energy and amplify your biological experience and demonstrate that you can raise your consciousness and meet others on a higher plane, all through your little old biology. And it's very exciting. So expect excellence and do the work. Who else has a question?
David.
David?
Yes, absolutely.
Loud and clear, please.
It's an absolute pleasure to be here tonight. I've been experiencing a lot of these things that you're talking about, having to do with experiencing non-linear time as well as...
Non-linear time, excellent.
And
you do know, David,
yes,
that your mental institutions are full of people that have experienced non-linear time.
I'm very...
And you can chuckle a bit, but you have a few hundred years from the late 1700s. You have a few hundred years of people becoming industrialized and moving away from multidimensional time. And in order to be industrialized, you had to be linear because you had to show up for work. Do you understand?
Yes.
And you had to run machines and punch clocks. And as that began to happen, people who were nonlinear, and they got lost sometimes, or other people said you're crazy and they locked them up. So you must be very careful as you explore these things and understand all the ends of it, because you can get lost. Go ahead, please.
And also, you're speaking of geometric shapes entering us, the bringers of the dot.
Yes.
And the symbols. And for like a year and a half now, I've been experiencing that before reading your material. And
where do you experience it? Where do you see it?
Well, I understand the relationship between these shapes, the pyramid with the missing capstone, the spiral, and how they relate to every facet of reality and consciousness.
Now understand that the pyramid, the tetrahedron, the platonic solids, let us say, that they look to you as something that you build, or geometric relationships, so they look to be inanimate. But they are alive.
Yes, exactly.
And just to build a pyramid, or to make a pyramid, then the pyramid can start emitting its teaching, because the teaching is stored in the shape of the space. Do you understand this? And in certain terms, when we were talking about the language of light that the sun transmits, it can be transmitted in code, it can be transmitted in audible sound, but your biology has the capability of then turning it into or translating it into dances of little flickers of light and geometry, and that's how the body can sense its presence as well. Continue, please.
Yeah, so I've been experiencing this transformation. These shapes have been transforming my consciousness.
So what's your question? Or is it
Like
just a comment?
Your advice and your advice about this process, because I felt this build up and then it tore down, and it keeps on creating and destroying. And your advice on this process, and others that are beginning to experience this.
Best advice we can give you, all of you, for receiving these transmissions is to, again, stay in your body and take care of your body. Stay clean, keep impeccable grooming, enjoy the body process, enjoy being human. That's what you need to do, is to really say, you know, my nails need doing, I need a haircut, I enjoy this process, I enjoy being human and eating this meal, preparing this meal, gardening, smelling the sea. This is your job, is to be as present and as appreciative and grateful for being alive. And really sense everything, feel the senses, the taste, the smells, the hearing. Feel it, respect it, and then you make room for it. Get plenty of rest. It's important that you rest peacefully. It is better, if you can, to rest with the windows, with the fresh air rather than air conditioning. It is important to oxygenate the body, absolutely. You can augment and smooth out some of these transmissions by having by consciously paying attention to breathing deeper. Everyone breathes, but it is quite automatic. We would like you to follow your breath into your body frequently. Just give it a thought a few times a day. How am I breathing? And breathe deeper and really breathe down, and as you're breathing, feel that you're bringing oxygen to all the cells, and the cells are going, thank you, we can now download more information. As studies have shown that any kind of oxygenation process enhances your intelligence, it enhances your biology, it enhances all kinds of things in the physical being. It gives you energy. You need to, again, rest peacefully, water, oxygenation, and gardening and growing your own food and getting very, very good food and blessing the food before you eat it and giving thanks. These are the practical things. Now the practical thing is make your bed every day. Clean up your space. Pay attention to your human details. Feel proud of being human. We have suggested that when you are no longer living on Earth, and you get a review, and you get a chance to timeline review the history, and you can look back at this period which we refer to as the nanosecond. We call it a nanosecond, a billionth of a second, because in the cosmic terms it passes by like that. In your terms, you get a 26-year window to experience an acceleration of energy, to experience an awakening of consciousness. When you look back, do you want to look at your life and see that you were a slob? That you didn't love, that you were stingy with love, or that you had fear that kept you from doing things? It's a good exercise for all of you, to think into the future when you no longer live. And how do you want your life to be remembered, not by others, by you? Go for it. Live the best life you can and take care of all the details, and you will be able to download the energy. Always be honest to your best of the abilities. All right? In your personal relationships, in your relationship with the cosmos and nature, be proud of who you are. All right, who else has a question?
I have a question.
Ooh, lots of questions. Over here, who is it? Someone, man?
Fred,
Fred.
so you mentioned enjoy our humanness, or something to that effect.
To really be human and get
Right.
into it
So
and enjoy it.
what does human mean? Is there a difference between human characteristics and Palladian characteristics?